Once there was a young man named Jacob. Jacob was never one to believe in fate, but the night he met her, everything changed. It wasn't just the way her eyes sparkled under the moonlight or how her laughter seemed to echo in his heart long after she'd gone. No, it was something far more profound, something that would shake the very foundations of his once simple life. Little did he know, the girl who had just walked into his world carried a secret that could burn his world to ash. Jacob had always been the kind of guy who attracted trouble like a magnet. It wasn't intentional, but somehow life always found a way to throw him into the most peculiar situations. So, when his best friend dragged him to the summer festival in their sleepy little town, he thought nothing of it. Just another night of sticky cotton candy, fireworks, and avoiding overly enthusiastic carnival barkers. But then he saw her. She was standing by the riverbank, her reflection dancing on the water's surface. The glow of the lanterns hanging above cast a soft light on her, making her look almost ethereal. Jacob's heart skipped a beat, not just because of her beauty, but because something about her felt different. Intrigued, he found himself walking toward her, words escaping his lips before he even realized he was speaking. "Beautiful night, isn't it?" She turned to him, a smile playing at the corners of her lip.
It is. The stars seem brighter tonight.
They talked for hours that night, about everything and nothing. Her name was Lira, and she was new in town, or so she claimed. There was a mysterious air about her, something Jacob couldn't quite put his finger on. But he was drawn to her in a way he hadn't felt before. As the weeks passed, they saw each other more and more. Every time Jacob was with Lira, the world seemed to fade away. She was captivating, kind, funny, and with a wisdom beyond her years. But no matter how close they became, Jacob could never shake the feeling that she was holding something back, hiding something important. Their connection deepened, turning from friendship to something neither of them could ignore. Yet, even as they fell for each other, Lira always kept a part of herself hidden, like a shadow that refused to leave her side. One evening, as they sat on a hill overlooking the town, Lira grew quiet. Jacob noticed the change in her demeanor and felt a knot form in his stomach. She looked at him, her eyes filled with a sorrow he didn't understand.
There's something I need to tell you, Jake.
She began, her voice trembling slightly. Something that might change everything. Jacob's heart pounded in his chest. He reached out, taking her hand in his. "Whatever it is, we'll face it together," she smiled weakly, but it didn't reach her eye.
Jacob, I'm not who you think I am. I've been lying to you about who I really am.
His mind raced, fear creeping into his thoughts. "What do you mean?" Lira took a deep breath, her eyes never leaving him.
I am Lira, daughter of the Dragon King. The first time, not just any girl, Jacob. I am a dragon princess and my father. My father is not someone to be trifled with.
The world seemed to tilt beneath Jacob's feet. A dragon princess? How could that be possible? But as he looked into Lira's eyes, he knew she was telling the truth. The mysterious aura that surrounded her, the way she always seemed to be hiding something, it all made sense now. I don't know what to say," Jacob stammered, his mind.
I understand if you want to walk away.
Lira said softly, her voice laced with sadness.
I never wanted to drag you into this, but I couldn't help how I feel about you.
Jacob's thoughts raced, but when he looked at Lira, all he could think about was how much he cared for her. He'd fallen in love with her dragon princess or not, and he wasn't about to let that go. "No," he said firmly, squeezing her hand. "I'm not going anywhere. I love you, Lira, and we'll figure this out. Together." Lira's eyes filled with tears as she leaned into him, relief washing over her. But Jacob knew their journey was far from over. Meeting her father, the Dragon King, was bound to be the biggest challenge of his life. Yet, as he held Lira in his arms, he knew one thing for certain: he'd face anything for her. Don't forget to like the video, drop a comment with your thoughts, and hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 1K subscribers for more amazing stories like this. Thanks for watching.